Hi, my name is Cassandra Petmusi. I'm currently a second-year PhD student in the Industrial Organizational Psychology program at Rice University. My journey with psychology sort of starts back in 7th grade when I took a career aptitude test where we filled out all these questions about our interests and hobbies, and then the test kind of spits out a possible career that could match what you want to do. And I ended up getting psychologist. I didn't exactly know what I would do as a psychologist. In fact, my first instinct was, oh, so does this mean I would be good as a therapist? I didn't know, but I did know that I was generally interested in human experiences and what makes people unique and also the same. So I didn't think too much about this career, but I did think about the interest. So by the time I went to high school, I decided to explore most of the math and science courses that my high school had to offer. And this included taking courses such as AP Biology, Chemistry, Physics, Calculus, and Psychology. So while this was a really tough experience for me, I realized that I didn't enjoy many of the science courses that I took, but I really did enjoy psychology, which further affirmed my interest. Through these AP tests, though, I was able to earn college credit and save myself thousands of dollars in college tuition. I paid for a one-time AP test, earned the course credit, and then I was able to graduate a year early through my undergrad because I had all those courses. So one thing that I do want to mention is if I were to redo this process, I would probably look into taking AP statistics in high school because everything in psychology, when we do our experiments and our research, we use statistics when we evaluate our data and everything. So that's something to look into if you're interested in psychology. So when I went to college, I selected psychology as my intended major because my interest hadn't really changed and I really enjoyed my AP psychology course in high school. So my mom also told me that if I wanted to pursue a career in psychology, I really needed to go to graduate school. And at the time, I had no idea what degrees were available in graduate school or what careers you could obtain after that. So in my first semester of college, I was really on the lookout for answers. And I've always enjoyed school, so I noticed that when I would go to class, I would see my professors and I would think, wow, I want to do what you do. And I decided to start emailing them, and I met with some to kind of talk about their journeys and also what it takes to be in their shoes. And a lot of them helped me figure out, these answers that I had and also figure out what to do next. So for example, I realized that research experience is super important. So professors actually do much more than teach most of the time. Most of them have their own research labs where they conduct studies and experiments, and they typically enlist graduate students and undergraduate research assistants to help them with this research. So I was able to participate in that. And I currently study topics related to how financial stress affects employees at work and in their careers. So my current goals are to complete this 5-year program and then become a professor and researcher at a research university. So I just want to let y'all know that there's way more that you can do with a PhD than become a professor. Those are just my goals. And I also didn't know about this goal or about this career path until I went to college. So I hope that my story is able to provide insights to anybody looking to pursue psychology in graduate school. So I wanted to offer a few bits of advice that I felt were really helpful on my journey so far. The first one is don't be afraid to contact, faculty members, grad students, or other people in positions that you might be interested in pursuing in the future. Most people are probably willing to help, and you might not realize the questions that you have until you actually meet people and see what they're doing. Something else is that if you're at a university, you can also seek research opportunities outside of your university or at other colleges. So when I was at University of Houston, I was working as a research assistant in 2 of their labs, and I was also working at Rice University in one of theirs. So, you know, your opportunities are never restricted. You can email professors wherever if you're able to work there. Also, when you pursue a career that has to do with graduate school, you have to get used to the fact that rejection is just part of the process. We've all been rejected hundreds of times. This could happen when you're trying to get into a lab or you're trying to get into grad school. You know, never internalize rejection as it being something because of you, or like connecting it to your abilities and your intelligence and all that stuff, because rejection is just normal. There's nothing you can do to prevent that, really. Also, the last most important thing I think is that when you get into grad school, particularly a PhD program, the programs will typically pay you while you conduct research for them and when you're making progress on your degree. So they cover your tuition and they also give you a living stipend, so you could pay for housing and food and all that. It's really helpful. You might not have to pay for anything, but it depends on your situation and where you end up going. So that's all that I had, and I really hope this was helpful to someone out there. And if you have any questions, feel free to contact me.